To start off, I am currently wearing a Providence Bruins jersey. Providence. This is the Providence jersey from when the Bears were up and Providence hat. Providence Bruins. I also want to give an honorable mention, if there is such a thing. This isn't technically qualified as a jersey. It's a sweater. Boston Bruins sweater that I got through Lids a couple years ago. And I don't wear it often. It's a sweater, so you can't hang this up. If you put this on a hanger, it'll stretch. So yeah, those are the honorable mentions. Now I have a lot of Bruins stuff, and I'm aware of this. I actually ordered a Bruins clock today. They have a 30% off flash sale on Fanatics today, so I thought, you know what, I could use a wall clock. I do a lot of old school stuff, so why not? So I ordered Boston, Dallas, and Vancouver and wall clocks, so that during videos, once we've done the move, then you look in the background and go, wow, Shannon changed the clock for this video. And they have 26 different teams, which of course gets my brain going. Eventually my madness will probably end up with me having a clock for each team. I'll have a hat, I'll have a jersey, and I'll have a clock in the background. All right. Going through Boston's jerseys, I might as well start with this because this was closest to their original design and the original, they just Bruins on the front. Boston's gone through a lot of different iterations of very similar jerseys, and yet I have them all. Pretty darn close. I'm pretty close to having everything Boston related. This one I like a lot. I got this one through Ice Jerseys a few months back. I got it while it was on clearance before it ran out. I had to buy a large, which is big for me. I usually get a small or a medium, and so this one's it's big, but it's also absolutely gorgeous. And those colors, the black, the gold, and the white, feature prominently in pretty darn near everything that Boston does with their jerseys. Also, Winter Classic. This Winter Classic is very close to what they wore when they were near first in the league. Well, around when they first started out, they didn't have a logo very much. This one, they actually had a date on it at one point. They didn't do that when they did the Winter Classic. I think it said 1924. Anyways, so that was, and again, this one's got brown instead of the black. So this harkened back to the days when it was brown and gold instead of black and gold. But, it's a Winter Classic. I got this one through eBay. I got this one through just a no-name seller, and it was in good shape, and I got it for like $70. And I feel very fortunate that I got it because I haven't been able to find it again at that price. Now, if we're getting into jerseys I got most recently, this is the one I got most recently. I got this one again through Ice Jerseys. This is the 60s style Boston, and I waited until I knew it was going to sell out. I was like, all right, it's going to sell out. I might as well get it. So this is from like 67 to 71. It's black and gold, although to me that stripe almost looks brown. I've had this debate, though. It is black, but because I've got the other one that's brown, it's almost like it's an optical illusion messing with my head because it's brown and gold on the other one. But I do like this one a lot. I wouldn't mind if Boston actually use this one as a throwback for a season. You could do the current logo on that. I know the yellow jerseys, there's a split opinion on them. Then they switched from the gold to this. This one, yeah, Ice Jerseys. Ice Jerseys had a bunch of Boston ones, and I was like, well, which one do I want? And in the end, it was all of them. Yeah, in the end, it was all of them. And again, it's because once these CCM vintage sell out, where am I going to find it? And so that's kind of where I was at with that one. I like this one a lot. It has the yellow here, which I like very much. No logos on the shoulders, which is going to change when they change their jerseys in the mid-70s. Early mid-70s, I guess. Like the string here. Now, what's different with these and your current is there's nothing behind the string. So, for a guy who's chest hair, a guy like me, it can be kind of, well, it calls more attention to you in public than you probably want. So, if I'm going out in public with this, I'm probably going to wear something underneath it. Just because. And then the black version of it. This one I got through Ben H Sports, actually. because he had it on there. I don't know if he still does. I'm not sure. I think he does, actually. I think he still has this one. And again, this is that 70s, and you'll notice the yellow on the shoulders on the one that I'm wearing, which is Providence. And it is a staple of Boston jerseys. I really like the stretch on the neckline, or on the necks of these ones. And again, it's got the string here, nothing behind it, because they didn't have the NHL tag. I still think the NHL tag looks cheesy. I think it makes the NHL look like they're very insecure. Like, don't forget it's NHL. How can we forget? How in the world would we not know? Well, it's the Bruins and the Penguins, but what league is it? They don't have it on their jerseys. Okay, this one's sad. This was one of the first jerseys I bought. This was the second jersey I ever bought. Vancouver was first, Boston was second, Calgary was third. There's a surprise. This and the Calgary one's gone missing. I don't know where it is. Been missing for years now. It drives me nuts. Yeah, I've got a collection this big, and the fact that one jersey's missing drives me insane. And I'm still trying to replace that one jersey. When I get to the Calgary portion of this collection, I'll talk about it. But yeah, this one I bought back in 91. 1991, I bought this jersey. And then I went to summer camp, and I worked as a camp counselor there. And that first camp, because your first night, they give you all these kids, right? And then like, all right, now they're all going to play together. And then you kind of have to remember which kids are yours. Get them all back. So line up. So I was like, you know what? My kids can all throw on hockey jerseys. So I had this. I had Minnesota. I had Calgary, Vancouver, and a few others. So each kid, I'm like, here, wear a jersey. And these are like 10-year-old kids wearing adult jerseys. So it was funny because the people running the camp were like, well, we know which kids are yours. And I'm like, exactly. Mine can't get lost. Yours can. Leave me alone. But yeah, so I've had this since 91. And it got pretty muddy that summer. So if it seems kind of off-white, it's because I put it through the ringer that summer. There's a lot of snags, a lot of pulls, a lot of pilling. And this is a jersey I am desperately trying to replace. I desperately want to replace this jersey. And this is where they went with the bear on the sleeve that looks more like a tiger than a bear. This is a bear. This is a tiger bear. I'm not sure what they were going for there. But anyways, yeah. I love this jersey for the sake of look, the tag is completely gone. The tag doesn't say anything now. It's just CCM barely seen at the top, and that's it. I do desperately need to replace this jersey. And what made that more apparent to me was when I ordered this one through Full Moon Jerseys. So it's got your bear tiger on the sleeve, which it looks better on this one than it does on the one I just showed you guys. But it's overall, it's a much higher quality. It's a brand new jersey. Brad Park. I think I've worn it like 3 times. I don't know. I think I've worn it in public once. I barely wear this jersey. And it is a jersey that I'm very glad that I got. I do want to at some point have a Bobby Orr jersey as well. But that's a fantastic shirt, and I'm very glad I have it. And the quality of this makes the one I just showed you guys look even worse in my eyes. This one I just got through Ben H Sports, but because of the fact that I'm trying to go in a chronological order, this kind of qualifies as like a jersey history of the Bruins as well, because it's almost every jersey they've ever worn. This is, of course, where they go to the bear on the sleeve that you've seen on this one here. This, of course, is my Ray Bourque that I got through Ben H with the giant C on there. Bruins changed the logo, nice black Bruins logo on it, like this. And this is one of my favorite designs of theirs. And again, it's weird because there's not a huge difference. There really isn't. But as a fan of the Bruins, I'm glad I have them. This one's starter. This one I got at, I've told you guys before that I got a bunch of jerseys for dirt cheap from a store that was closing out. This is one of those jerseys because I had the black one and I was like, I might as well get the white one. The problem is there's some stains on it. There's snags in it, and this one I do look at and say, you know what, I probably need to replace this one. I've had it for roughly 20 years. You can see it's a starter. It's not like it's a brand new Reebok, and I'm lying to people and I need a new one when it's not old. It's had 20 years on it, and it's due for some retirement. But again, the only difference between this is just it's white instead of black. That's where you can tell a collector. Somebody who's not a collector would say, well, I've already got that one in white, or I've already got that one in black. A collector will go, I don't have that, even though technically you kind of do. And then the Bruins decided we can get really ugly. Harry Sinden wanted to make this the full-time jersey of the Boston Bruins. Yeah. I got this sent to me via subscriber, which is good because when you look online for the Bear, holy crap, it's expensive. This one, Joe Thornton, number 6, rookie season. Um, I greatly appreciate this jersey because, again, it saved me a lot of money. It's prohibitively expensive. It's sort of like the Arizona Green Desert jersey. It's prohibitively expensive unless I want to get like a little kids version, which I don't. I would appreciate having it in my collection, but I'm not paying $50 to get a little kids version. Anyways, yeah, this one I do like certain elements of this jersey. I think that there were certain things they did here that are kind of fun. It's that whole sublimated design. But overall, it does come off as kind of ugly. I don't think the yellow helped. I think if the bear had been done with a different background, if it didn't have haunting eyes, something, you might have had something better. But while it's ugly, I love wearing it. I know when we get ready to go out and I put that jersey on, Yvonne's like, "Oh, you're wearing that? Okay. All right. Next up, this is a Zdeno Chara third jersey. So in the midst of um, having fun redesigning their jerseys, they went with this, which was their secondary on the main, and this on the sleeve. Chara, of course. Channel moderator Drew got me this. Um, Gave it to me in Seattle, and it is a very fun jersey. And Chara, I really should have worn this when I went to see the Boston Vancouver game a couple weeks ago. I know that, and I knew that at the time too. I was like, I really should wear the Chara jersey, but I didn't. I decided I wanted to wear the yellow shoulder yoke from the '70s style jersey, so I wore that instead. And looking at this, it's like, yeah, that's what I should have worn instead. Because again, Chara, he's bigger than a human. He really is. And you can see how the style for the captaincy changed. And a very sharp jersey, and the stripes are a throwback to that '80s design. Let's do the fashion jerseys here, because Reebok decided that getting you to buy the regular jerseys wasn't enough, so they wanted to do black ice. This is this is black ice. No, it's black accelerator. The way that you can tell is the numbering and the way that the lettering's done. This, I guess, is supposed to be accelerating, going faster. I don't know, but it's black accelerator. I don't actually have a Bruins black ice. I think the black ice. I think the B is gray, and I think around it is black. But it's a Tyler Sagan. I got this one through Full Moon Jerseys on eBay, and I got it for dirt cheap because Bruins fans don't want to be reminded they gave away Sagan. I'm a Bruins and a Stars fan, so I'm perfectly fine with wearing this jersey for any given reason or no reason at all. Also in the fashion jersey area, this was, I believe, the last fashion jersey design they did. Again, this is Bruins. This is the gray cross check. It's a weird design. I'm going to admit it's weird. It's kind of ugly. The gray string is a bold decision on a gray background because it doesn't really show up. But again, now behind the string, you've got this nice NHL fabric, so you can go shirtless under there and not worry about people going, what the hell? Well, they'll still do that. But anyways, yeah, I actually like this design. I think it's okay. I've got two of the gray checkerboard jerseys. I've got it in Boston, and I've got it in Columbus as well. The Columbus one's really sharp. No name on the back of this one. And again, I got this one through Full Moon Jerseys, and no, I didn't pay a ton of money for it. I think that was $40. Here we go. So Reebok, Boston, white. Because I have to have the white ones too. I really, really was happy when they came out with this design and when they did the rebrand and they got this. This, I think, is the best third they've had in terms of their designs. It's a callback to the original Boston Bruins bear, which we'll get to in a minute here. But it is a very sharp design, and it does harken back to the '70s ones. The striping, too, is very nice. Everything about this jersey is nice. I will eventually get this in an Adidas because it's going to happen. The Adidas, the logos are nicer. But that being said, this is still a very nice jersey. and I'm very glad I have it. And I got that one through, I want to say Sport Check. I want to say that was Sport Check I got that one through. On sale. I never pay full price. This one actually came to me through a subscriber. This, of course, is the Winter Classic from a few years ago. And there's the fight strap. So it's an authentic. So I don't wear it very often because the authentics are very sharp. It's a nice thick fabric. I love Reebok authentics very much. And I like the bearer. And the funny thing is, anytime that you wear, if you have one of these, anytime you wear it, people have to go, like to see if it's actually fuzzy, and it is. Nice design as a third. I didn't appreciate this third as much as the Winter Classic, to be honest. And when they went with this one as the full-time third, I was sad that they retired the third, the one that I showed you with Chara on the back. But this is nice. It's simple. Not any white on it, other than on the NHL logo here. It's a very simple design, and even the NHL logo on this is kind of a fuzzy feel to it. So, very nice, very well done by the NHL and by Reebok. And last but not least, my Adidas Boston Bruins, and the very nicely done logo that I like very much. I like all the fabric on here. The fabric on the logos on the Adidas are very nice. Of course, they've kept this. They didn't really make any changes when they went to the Adidas. But I like the NHL here. That's, of course, for purpose of making sure you can tell a counterfeiter online. It's very hard to counterfeit that logo and keep your costs down, which is what the counterfeiters do, right? They keep their costs really low. So they can sell it to you for really cheap, which is why a lot of them, I've noticed a lot of the counterfeit sites now are selling breakaways. So they're saying, oh, this is a Fanatics, right? Because it's easier to fake a Fanatics than just to fake an Adidas. So anyways, I don't like the strings on these only because they don't do anything. The strings on the Adidas drive me nuts because they don't really do anything. This one though, I got through, I want to say it was Ben H. Yeah, it was either Ben H Sports or it was through Lids. One or the other. I do my best to keep it straight where I got the jerseys from, because then when I'm looking for more jerseys, I want to see, okay, well, I got this one through that guy and that was in really good shape, or I got this one through that company. So yeah, Boston has a very, very black and yellow history to their jerseys, and they're really sharp. So there you go. My collection and kind of the jersey history of the Boston Bruins rolled up into one video. It's a lot. But if you think this is bad, wait till I get to Vancouver. You got a while to wait till I get to Vancouver, though. I'm keeping this about one video a week, which means the next one up will be Buffalo. And I've got more Buffalo jerseys than I have any business having. But hey, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, I've even got Providence, which means that I now have Providence, Texas, and Utica jerseys, which is pretty fun. And yeah, it means at some point I'll have to start talking about some American Hockey League stuff. Right? Right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.